In previous top 5s we've made fun of Voldo's codpiece, Tidus's shorts and Zack's wobbling wanghead, but this week is a celebration of the dashing, the dapper and the debonaire. Buff your brogues, pop in your pocket squares and strut along with us now as we round up our most stylish men in games. In 5th place we've got sneering English henchrotter Talbot from Uncharted 3. Talbot is so evil he doesn't even have a first name because he doesn't need one. Just look at him, the Richard Madeley of international villainy.
No.
Even when he's chasing Drake through the scorching Middle East, he still insists on this pinstripe number, presumably from evil Savile Row tailors Bastard and Git. And while the 3-piece might be on trend at the moment, don't ever forget that great British bastards like Talbot have been pulling off this look with diabolical panache for centuries.
Nice work, gentlemen.
So we almost went with Dudley here, because any man that can combine a cummerbund, boxing gloves and a waxed stash is indeed keeping it classy, but instead we've gone for M. Bison, an admittedly controversial choice since everyone's favourite grinning Shadowloo dictator bears more than a passing resemblance to an SS officer. But then he is a power-crazed maniac intent on crushing the world beneath his glowing jackboot, so perhaps it's the perfect look for him. Whether it's the metal knees for crushing the weak, the stylish cap, or the fluttering cape that just screams evil, everything about M. Bison's getup sends a clear message. I'm going to float into your life, stamp on your testicles, and laugh about it later. It's all been rather nasty so far, so our next choice is Justice shaped like an impeccably dressed man. With Phoenix Wright, it's all about the details, things like the crisply pressed trousers, the inch of shirt cuff on show, or the perfectly slicked hair. Well, almost perfect. He pulls it off so well that we're even willing to forget about the whole pink sweater incident. When all of these things are combined, it undoubtedly sets Mr. Wright apart as the most stylish man in the Ace Attorney universe.
Hold it! Forget about me and you're gonna pay dearly. Got it?
No, we didn't forget about you, and that's why we're going to do Best Dressed Ladies in another episode. But for reasons that are entirely my own, I'm still picking Franziska. And at number 2 we have Kazuhira Miller from Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. MGS might be garnering more attention at the moment for the lack of clothes on certain characters, but it's impossible to pick fault with Miller. This is a man who goes to war wearing a dandy yellow neckerchief, with hair as cool as morning frost and a Rolex watch on his wrist. He can even get away with wearing his aviators indoors, because he gives precisely 0 shits. All this from a man that could strangle you with your shoelaces and look like a supermodel doing it. A parting shot though goes to Revolver Ocelot for being the overdressed Lee Van Cleef of tactical espionage action. And sticking with a western theme, the boots of our number 1 spot are admirably filled by Mr. John Marston Sr. The protagonist of Red Dead Redemption does have a few moments of dishevelment, but we'll forgive him for that since, as we know from experience, it's bloody hard to look good hog-tying your undead family while you're dressed in soiled long johns.
Sorry, darling. It's for your own good.
Marston wears a practical but rugged mix of the coolest cowboy gear, and even the normally rubbish DLC outfits still look badass. Apart from the one that makes him look part Petter advert, part Tanuki Soup Mario. John Marston, yours might be an epic tale of redemption and revenge, but it's the bandolero and pinstripes that we'll remember best. That's it for this week, but join us again next Thursday when we'll be doing a similar thing for the ladies. And if you enjoyed this video, you can click here to see our selection of the worst dressed gaming characters, or here to see some deliciously awkward sexy moments in games.